Okay, so we're going to round the number 798 to the nearest 10 and the nearest 100. So when you're rounding numbers, remember 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 tell us to ignore the number next to the number in the roundings place, and numbers 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 tell us to add 1. So if we're looking at these two numbers, we've got a 8 in the ones place, a 9 in the tens place, and a 7 in the hundreds place. So we're first going to round to the nearest 10. So this number 9 is in the tens place, so we're going to look right next door, and the 8 tells us to add 1 to the 9. So if I add 1 to the 9, that makes that 9 a 10, but I can't have a 10 in this place, so I leave the 0, carry the 1, and now that 7 becomes an 8, and everything to the right becomes zeros. So now, and that one's tricky, so now let's round 798 to the nearest 100. So this time there's a 7 in the hundreds place, and if you look right next door, it's a 9. Again, the 9 tells us to add 1. So if I add 1 to the 7, that makes it an 8, and everything to the right becomes zeros. So 798 rounded to the nearest 10 is 800, and 798 rounded to the nearest 100 is also 800.